Hi, my name is Sebastian van der Schrier, former social anxiety disorder sufferer, social confidence coach. I'm going to ramble a little bit in this video because there's something I want to say and I don't exactly know how I'm going to communicate it to you, but I suspect there is some value for you in this video. So here we go. Okay, so I'm in the Netherlands now and I'm 35 years old. And I have been doing this for a long time and it's starting to grow. Might not show so much on YouTube, I don't know why, but we'll figure that out. But it's starting to grow quite a bit. And I suspect that this is gonna go really big, whether that's just my delusional thinking or not. But I think I'm offering something very unique and very powerful, and it's a lot more powerful than the other solutions that are out there, and I'm becoming a lot more vocal about that. So this is growing. Now, what I've noticed that has come up for me in a particular scenario that I'm going to talk about, is what I'm referring to with the ramble, is that like an insecurity about, do I really deserve that? Is it really okay to get to do work that is that important? And it almost sounds like, wow, I'm so full of myself, I'm so bragging, but it's not that, it just goes where it goes. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and it is growing. So that insecurity doesn't really come up normally, but I want to talk about this because I had that feeling so much when I was suffering with anxiety. Like, can I really be at ease socially? Is it really possible that I can just be myself and not have these anxious feelings, not have my heart race, not have a lump in my throat, don't blush, and that I actually just feel on an equal level to other people? Am I worthy of that? Do I deserve that? Those kinds of feelings I struggled with for a long time. Now I don't have that anymore in social situations, but now my business is starting to move up. I'm starting to move to a next level. And then that insecure feeling was still there on some level, even though I'd done some work on it. And that's okay. Now I'll tell you where it came up. It came up after I smoked some hash. Like I said, I'm in the Netherlands right now. So hash is legal here. And I'm not necessarily promoting that at all. I'm just sharing with you my experience. My experience has been, because I started smoking weed when I was 12, and I smoked from age 14 to age 25 a gram a day. So that's a pretty serious addiction. I don't care what they say about whether it's addictive or not. To me, it was very addictive. And I smoked 3 joints a day by myself, which is totally ridiculous. It's probably why I'm so forgetful these days. But it was very difficult for me to overcome that. And eventually I started getting panic attacks every time I would smoke. And so then I would drink first and then I would smoke. So I'd first get myself like intoxicated and then I could smoke, and that was okay for a while. But then at some point even that didn't work anymore. And then I really was kind of forced to stop. And I didn't smoke for, I'm talking about smoking weed or hash. Then I didn't smoke weed or hash for 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer. And now last year, I was curious what would happen after not having smoked for, I don't know, years. And having done a lot of inner work and having come to like a kind of an inner peace and ease with myself, what it would then be like to smoke a little bit of hash. So I bought the cheapest joint that you can get here in the coffee shop. And I took like 3 drags and I'm like, all right, and I also don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So I'm like, let's see what happens. And that was actually nice. I got a bit creative and everything, started philosophically thinking, and that was good. So I did that last year, and then I didn't do it the whole year, and because also it's very legal in Bali and the other places where I usually am. And so now I was back in the Netherlands, and I came back from dancing the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna get a hash joint and see how I go and see how I feel. And so after I had smoked it, I again got like thoughts about where my business is going and, you know, my philosophy on life, and it was quite interesting. But I also noticed this underlying fear and insecurity that I mentioned earlier, like, you know, is this okay? You know, it's a bit scary if this is gonna get really big. And what's that gonna mean for my life? And so I noticed that I became aware of the resistance that I'm maybe not so aware of normally in my day-to-day life. And I bring this up because I want to point out that when you're going to next levels in your life, whether that is more socially at ease or more friends or better friends or, you know, higher up in your career, it's gonna trigger particular insecurities. And that's gonna happen throughout life, but it's gonna bother you less and less and less and less. And so that came up for me, and what did I do? I simply booked a session with my mentor, and I said, let's talk about it. And I wrote in detail, you know, what I thought and what my, you know, how I felt and what I was aware of. And then, you know, we started working through it. And that's been very helpful. By the way, that just happened a couple of hours ago. But I just wanted to freshly talk about this and share this with you. And hopefully it's helpful in some way, shape, or form. I think they call it the imposter syndrome. But it also happens in the area of social anxiety because I experienced it. That is something that needs to be addressed, because that, not feeling deserving of what it is that you want, will cause sabotage, and so you want to address that. As you address that, moving towards where you want to be is going to be a lot smoother ride, and you'll get the lasting results that you're looking for. So, hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions or thoughts or feedback, put it in the video comment section below. I saved that sentence. And subscribe here. Release videos like this every Tuesday and every Thursday. Tuesdays is Testimonial Tuesdays, where I release testimonials of former clients, people who have gone through products, you name it. And so that's inspiring and very short, couple of minutes. And on Thursdays, I answer questions or I make videos that hopefully provide some value to you. So subscribe, and there you go. All right, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.